Hi everyone, Nishka here from EurekaCrystalBeads.com with another fun beading video. Before I get started, quick reminder, go check out the rest of our channel, and if you like what you see, make sure to subscribe and hit like on any of the videos you want to see more of. Today we're going to be making this really cool, light as a feather earrings featuring Miyuki Long Magatama beads. Aren't these cool? Super easy, fun project to do and takes almost no time. So let me just show you everything you're going to need to make this, and then we'll get started with the project. Okay, so to complete this project today, you are going to need some Magatama beads. These are the long Magatamas from Miyuki. As you can see, they have this really cool shape where they are cut like at an angle so that they have this nice sort of pointy end on one side. And this is what's going to give that feathery effect when you layer them. You'll need 14 of these beads per earring. And you're also going to need a pair of 6/0 seed beads. They can be either Miyuki or Toho, and it can be a contrasting color. Here I've decided to do a different finish, so they're black but matte finished to go along with this purpley, irisy sort of Magatama color. You will also need a pair of ear wires. Any ear wires will do, and a pair of these crimp ends. And this is what's going to hold your leather cord together. You also need 2 pieces of leather cord, about 6 inches each, so a foot total. And if you haven't already cut your leather cord, you'll need scissors to do that. And you will also need your chain nose pliers to do the crimping on the crimp ends and open your ear wires. And that's it. So let's get started. Okay, so go ahead and take one of your pieces of leather cord and take your 6/0 seed bead and put that right in the center of your cord. Then you are going to start adding on your Magatamas. And so it's important to make sure that they are facing in this direction. So pointy and towards the center. Yep, there you go. And you're going to thread 7 of these on one side. And I find it easier to stay up towards the top and keep the other Magatamas towards the top so that you know right away if you've put it on backwards by accident. Now, the preferred size of leather cord for this is between 1 and 1.2 millimeters. If you are using something a little bit thicker, you might have a little bit of trouble. I wouldn't go any thicker than 1.5 millimeters. And beyond that, you're going to have trouble getting the beads on. So here we have 6 and one more to get to 7. And then we can pull these down and we have one side. And we're essentially doing the exact same thing on the other side. Okay, and once you have 7, you just bring those down as well. Try to center everything nicely. And there you have it. Now, if you are having trouble keeping the beads, if your cord is a bit thin, you can also put in a tiny little bead of hypo cement glue. on the ends to keep it from sliding around. But if you have a nice thick enough cord, you won't have this problem. Okay, so then you want to decide how visible or how much of the leather cord you want to be visible. You can make your earring mostly beads, or you can make it more cord visible, and that's up to you. You can also continue and build the beads all the way up. It's really up to you. There's a lot of fun things you can do with this, but this is the previously made earring, and I want to make a matching one for this guy. So I want to make sure that the amount of leather cord that's visible is roughly the same, which means I want to pinch around here. So I'm going to actually trim this leather so that I can get the little crimp on the ends. If you are working with a thicker cord, it's a good idea to cut at an angle, and this will make it easier for the ends to fit together. In that crimp end without crowding too much. So you're just going to take that crimp end and you're going to feed both of these leather cord ends into that crimp end together. And again, if you have slightly thicker cord, this might take a little wrangling. But if your cord is 1 millimeter, it should not be a problem with these particular ends. So the final thing, once it's in there, is you're going to have to crimp that shut. So you're going to take your chain nose pliers and crimp on one side. And then you turn that over and you crimp on the other side. Okay. If you find that it's a little lopsided, you can always shift some of these beads down. Since nothing is glued down, you can always move them around as needed to get centered. And finally, the last piece, as always with earrings, your final piece is going to be to add on the ear wires. So we're going to bring back that plier, bring that to the side. And let's do both. And there you go. A beautiful pair of really cool, light as a feather earrings featuring Magatama, the long Magatama beads, some leather cord, and that's about it. Takes no time, and they look super, super cool. So thanks so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you really enjoyed it and you enjoy trying all the different colors and designs possible with just a few beads to make these cool earrings. And go ahead and leave us a comment or question. If there's anything else that you'd like to see from us, let us know. And make sure to check out EurekaCrystalBeads.com for all of these supplies plus more. Everything is listed in the description box below, and you'll find a link to a page with all of these products. Thanks. Bye.